Welcome to the top 10 most pulled comics for September 11th, 2024. I'm Mike Spider Slayer. Welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. If you love daily comic book content, if you love me helping you make decisions on what comic books to buy, guys, you came to the right place, so consider hitting that subscribe button. All right, guys, so before we dive into it, where do I get the information from? I get it from leagueofcomicgeeks.com. Guys, I truly suggest this website. I don't get paid for this. This is just a site that I've used since I've been collecting comics for quite a while now. And if you want to create a pull list each week and know what's coming out, it's absolutely for free. That's where I get these numbers from. They're not definitive sales numbers. It's just fun to do this video to see what people are actually pulling. So with that being said, everyone, let's get started with this week's episode. So we always start off with 5 books that are on the outside looking in. And this is the first one we're talking about. This book seems to be getting messed up on League of Comic Geeks. It's not coming out. I'm not sure what's going on here. This is Shazam. This is issue 15. So this one has 3,284 pulls. I don't know if this already came out or why it's still on here. So let me know in the comments below if you guys have more information on this particular book. It is written by Josie Campbell and the artwork is done by Emanuela Lapacino. I love saying that name. I don't even know if I say it right, but it sounds cool, right? So yeah, we got Shazam here. Seems like it's delayed like a couple of weeks now, or it's just not taking off a League of Comic Geeks. Again, let me know in the comments below. Our second book that's on the outside looking in goes to Geiger. This is issue 6. 32 pages for the price of $4. Absolutely love this book, guys. 3,313 pulls. Jeff Johns is the writer. Gary Frank does the artwork. This book should be in top 10. It should probably be in top 5. A fantastic book. We're getting the epilogue issue of what happened to Barney, the whole situation with the electrician as well. Absolutely great story of a man who has this, glowing ability that was suffered through a bomb. And it looks like now he's trying to get a cure. He's got this knight by his side. It's an absolutely awesome story. Can't wait for this issue. Let's see what happens, guys. Let me know if you like Geiger. Our third book that's on the outside looking in is The Department of Truth. This is issue 25. It's 40 pages, price for $5. This one is written by James Tynion IV. This book has 3,750 pulls. I feel like maybe this book has lost its momentum for a little while because it was on a break, right? So I don't think maybe there's as many pulls for it, but I do know that people that are still reading it are really enjoying it. Are you one of those people? Again, always let me know in the comments below. What are you thinking of when it comes to Department of Truth right now? And hey, it is a milestone issue, right? Issue 25. Our fourth book that's on the outside looking in goes to Star Wars. This is issue 50. That's it, guys. It's the final issue of this era of Star Wars. I think no more stories with the Empire and like Return of the Jedi stuff, right? This bad boy is 64 pages for the price of $8. This one has 3,924 pulls, written by Charles Soule, and the art is done by Matabik Musabakov. That might be a little bit better. It sounds Russian, right? Listen, when it comes to this comic, I don't think I'm going to read it. Maybe I am. I don't know. For some reason, I think I'm going to understand everything that's going on in Star Wars because it's the last issue. So Skywalker must teach his student Ben Solo a powerful lesson about the true balance between the light and the dark, and he offers up a tale from the days of the Rebel Alliance. So there's your little synopsis of what the story has entailed. Our final book that's on the outside looking in goes to Vengeance of Moon Knight. This is issue 9. This book is 32 pages for the price of $5. The book does have over 4,000 pulls, so it's 4,045 pulls. It's written by Jed MacKay, who's writing quite a bit of stuff these days for Marvel. And the art is done by Dave Premanek. That was horrible. Anyway, when it comes to this book, it's very entertaining. I love reading it. I love the cast of characters in this comic book. You got, like, who is it? Tigra. You got 8-Ball. Just like off-the-wall characters, Soldier. And they're written very well. So I feel like Jed MacKay for this team book is just well balancing all the characters. And the only thing that this thing says about this comic is it says classified. What's so classified about it? I don't know. We'll just have to read it to find out. Diving into the top 10, we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is issue 2. This bad boy is 28 pages for the price of $5. This one has 4,524 pulls. Quite a jump, about another 500 pulls there from Moon Knight. And when it comes to this one, it's going to be focused around Michelangelo, where I thought maybe it would continue from Raphael and he would escape jail and meet up with his other turtle buddies. But it looks like in this series right now, we're going to see what's going on with all the other turtles. So that's why this one focuses on Michelangelo, where he's living in Tokyo to become a big TV star. That sounds comical, very much in character for him, I think. So definitely looking forward to it. It's written by Jason Aaron, and the art is done by Raphael Albuquerque. So yeah, let's see what issue 2 has to offer. Debuting at number 9 goes to Wolverine issue 1. Another Wolverine book, huh? Legacy numbering 393, 36 pages, $5. Man, Marvel, I think we're just literally milking that cow, right? When it comes to Wolverine, it's just like you got the mini-series, we got Wolverine in freaking every single comic book right now. But the character's hot, and a lot of people love Wolverine. This book has 4,906 pulls for its debut issue. I'm a little skeptical about this one. It's written by Saladin Ahmed. The art is done by Martin Cacullo. I just don't know really what to expect when it comes to this next ongoing series of the Wolverine character. Because, listen, Saladin Ahmed, in many ways of other books that he has written, I have not enjoyed. He wrote Miles Morales, didn't really enjoy that. He wrote Ms. Marvel, didn't really enjoy that one. He's writing Daredevil, didn't like that one. So what's he going to do different here that's going to make me like this ongoing series from Wolverine? Grabbing the 8th spot this week, it goes to Batman and Robin. This is issue 13. Trapped on Dinosaur Island. I mean, come on, man. This is like little kid's dream. You got superheroes, dinosaurs mixed into one, right? 32 pages, $5. It's written by Joshua Williamson. The art is done by Juan Ferreira. This book has 5,073 pulls. So Batman and Robin and Bane must escape Dinosaur Island, but there's an evil presence that won't let them leave that island. What is that presence? I don't know, but I'm sure we'll find out once we read it. So I think Joshua Williamson is leaving the book soon. Is this his last issue? I forgot. Let me know in the comments below, and let me know if you've been enjoying the series. Coming in at number 7, we have Green Lantern. This is issue 15. 40 pages. This one is $5 comic book. It's tying into Absolute Power. This has 5,477 pulls, written by Jeremy Adams, who does a great job at writing. And the penciler is done by Fernando Pasarin. Probably said that wrong, like usual. Nevertheless, Green Lantern continues to be an excellent book. Not as strong because he has to write for the event, but this one seems cool. Hal Jordan recovered his power ring. He's got to somehow like make it to the Battery. It's like over a continent away. Looks like maybe Jon Stewart can join him in. How does he get there? I don't know. We'll see, but I think this is going to be a fun issue. Also, will we see the Sorrow Corps once again? I'm excited about that when this whole absolute crap is over. Right outside the top 5, the Fantastic Four grabs the number 6 spot. This is issue 25 of the series, legacy numbering 718, 36 pages for the price of $5. This book does have 5,802 pulls. It is written by Ryan North. Carlos Gomez does the artwork. I love Gomez's artwork. Really great artist there. And, you know, I've fallen off the Fantastic Four. I didn't enjoy it so much, but a lot of people are telling me they enjoy it. I'm sure it grabs the number 6 spot for a particular reason, right? But in this one, it looks like the Fantastic Four are off into an early alien planet or civilization. And it sounds like that Johnny Storm is hooking up with another alien. And then things go all south from there. Or north. What's the expression? I don't know. Nevertheless, of course Johnny Storm is going to do, you know, crazy things with other aliens, right? So if you want to pick this one up, go and check it out. Let me know your thoughts on the Fantastic Four. Here we go. The nitty gritty. The top 5. We have the Ultimate Black Panther. This is issue 8. 32 pages for the price of $5. This book does have 6,141 pulls. Written by Brian Hills. Art is done by Stefano Caselli. Listen, when it comes to this book, you guys might get pissed off at me, but I might actually be dropping this book. Not because that I dislike it so much, but the Black Panther is not one of my favorite characters, and I really do have to start making room for some other books that are getting ready to come out in October, and I feel like Black Panther is such a slow burn that I might just drop this one, and so I can make room for it. But story overall has been pretty solid. We got a nice cast of characters, you know, like Black Panther and Killmonger. You know, you got Lord Khonshu. We got this war between them all, and they're fighting over like these elements, right? Hasn't been a bad book, but again, it's not like my favorite either. And again, the character is not my favorite, so that's why I could be dropping it. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Again, let me know in the comments below. Coming in at number 4, we have Venom issue 37. It's a heavy hitter for Marvel Comics. Legacy numbering 237. 32 pages, $4. This book has 6,952 pulls. It's written by Torun Grumbeck, and the art is done by Safu. So when it comes to this book, if there is a book that you buy to tie into Venom War, it's going to be this one. Obviously, I think Al Ewing is writing the Venom War book, and then she is the one writing this tie-in book. So, listen, I don't think you should buy all these tie-ins. They're not necessary. But after reading the Venom War Part 2, I do think it's an improved event. And now it makes sense why the Zombiote book exists, because after reading that, it's tied more heavily into it. And I think you should read Zombiotes. Whether you read Venom is up to you or not, but this might be the one you should read. Oh my God, guys, I was hoping so badly for this book to climb a little bit higher. Last time it was at number 3. This time it's at number 3, but for it to beat Venom is still an accomplishment. Transformers issue 12, 28 pages, $4. This book has 7,477. It's climbing, guys. The final issue to the second story arc of Daniel Warren Johnson's epic run on Transformers. Drawn by Jorge Corona. What's going to happen? Is there someone that's going to die in this issue? Is, you know, Earth going to be taken up by Cybertron? Probably not. Is Shockwave going to get killed by Soundwave because he won't help restore Ravage, right? I mean, there's so many little things in this comic book that I love so much. I can't name them all in this video because it would take forever. But this is a phenomenal book. For some reason, if you have not read Transformers, I suggest go out and read it. After issue 12, there's going to be the second trade out. Buy those 2 trades. Pick it back up when it goes to issue 13. We got another whole year on Daniel Warren Johnson on this bad boy. Dude, I cannot wait for this issue. Oh man, coming in at number 2. This book has gained momentum. It's higher now. And it's Uncanny X-Men. This is issue 2. 28 pages for the price of $5. This book has 7,495 pulls. It's less than 20 pulls more than Transformers. Transformers just fell short. Oh man, that sucks. Written by Gail Simone. The art is done by Nave Marquez. Not to take anything away from Uncanny X-Men. It's issue 1 was solid, right? And so I think people like the roster here of, you know, Rogue and Gambit and Wolverine, right? I think they really like those characters, and there was lots of emotion in this book. There was very much a decent cliffhanger with getting introduced to some new mutants in that comic book as well. So I think this is probably the go-to book when it comes to X-Men right now. So if you want to pick up Uncanny X-Men, I'm sure you can still pick up issue 1 on the shelf and then read this second issue. So let's keep that momentum rolling when it comes to Uncanny X-Men, because we need a good X-Men book right now. And if someone can do it, I think it could be Gail Simone. And coming in at number 1 for September 11th, 2024, and I don't consider it a domination when it's under 10,000. This is The Amazing Spider-Man, issue 57. This one is legacy numbering 951, 32 pages, $5. This book has 9,658. I think for a Spider-Man book, that is low. Written by Zeb Wells. The art is done by John Romita Jr. Our people don't even care about how this book ends, because I think it ends at issue 60, and then we get to the Joe Kelly story with the 8 deaths of Spider-Man or something like that. Yeah, listen, I don't think anybody wants to read this anymore, and I think people are dropping it for now until the new story comes out. So an unimpressive issue number 1. Let's get Transformers to number 1. And now it's time for Spider Slayer's sleeper pick, and this one goes to Johnny Quest issue 2, published by Dynamite Entertainment. This book is 32 pages for the price of $5. Now, on the League of Comic Geeks website, it only has 504 pulls. But this first issue was very entertaining, and it gets you introduced to the cast of characters of Johnny Quest once again. And it's kind of like a little bit of a time travel issue. That's what happened in the first one, and we continue right where we left off. So if you're a Hanna-Barbera fan and you love these cast of characters, I would definitely recommend this book. It didn't feel cheesy whatsoever. I am going to continue it. I think Dynamite's been coming out with some pretty solid books. They got a lot of IP. So yeah, check out Johnny Quest. Again, especially since you are a fan of Hanna-Barbera cartoons, you'll probably like this one. So there you have it, webheads. There are the most pulled comic books for September 11th, 2024. Are these books on your pull list? And if not, let me know in the comments below what is on your pull list. And as always, guys, I'll leave you more content right here for you to click on. Remember, keep supporting those local comic shops. Keep buying, keep collecting, but always read your comics so we can have great comic conversation. Guys, I'll see you on New Comic Book Day. Thank you so much for watching.